About to do a little grocery shopping, man. But I did want to come on here, do a quick live, man. I did a live yesterday, man. It's a good live. I ain't had that many people in there, man, but I had some people in there that was really asking some questions, man. Was able to help a guy out, man. I know yesterday he was like, he wanted to ask his crush out. And he's like, bro, I'm a little nervous. I'm like, listen, bro, rejection, bro. Rejection comes down to two things, man. It comes down to the preference and it comes down to preparation, fam. First, we'll start with preparation. There might be a purpose. There might be a person that prefers you. You might be the person type, but they're not in a position in their life where they're prepared to be with you, bro. They might have all kind of shit. They might have all kind of baggage, bro. She might not be healed or anything. So because of this, she's not prepared for you. So she's gonna fumble you. She's gonna fumble you, especially if you're a solid dude, you're a righteous man, you're a dude that's on your shit, bro. She's gonna fuck it up, right? And you need to. If she playing games, you need to be thankful she's playing games, bro, because she's telling you without telling you, bro. So rejection comes down to preparation, right? They might prefer you. You might be the person type, but you're not prepared for you. And then it comes down to preference, bro. You're not going to be everybody's type, bro. We can talk about it with food, drinks, bro. Somebody might prefer Pepsi. Somebody might like Coke. That doesn't mean Coca-Cola's bad. I heard Goldie say this, man. Shout out to Goldie. He was like, man, listen, there's someone that goes to a museum. They see a piece of art. They say they won't pay $5 for this piece of art. He said it was $50. I want to pay $50 for this art. Whole time the shit's worth $5 million. The person that made the artist, he's not gonna be mad. He understands this person don't belong here. Just because someone don't prefer you doesn't mean you're less valuable. They just don't prefer you, bro. And then a lot of people don't have game, so you can't be mad if somebody don't understand game. If they don't got game. So you can't expect somebody that don't have game to recognize game. You can't expect somebody to know what's real that ain't real. So rejection just comes down to preference and preparation, man. I hope he comes in the live, man, and say he did it. But bro, it's really about action. One thing I learned in sales, bro, it's truly a numbers game, bro. It's a numbers game. Sales really opened me up. It opened my personality up, bro. It really helped me be able to take rejection, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. Rejection doesn't feel good, bro. But then it made me think about it. It's a framework about rejection, bro. Rejection is literally a framework, bro. Like, it's not that deep, bro. You want to get to know as fast as possible, bro. Because the more no's you get, the closer you get to a yes, bro. So don't let rejection stop you from getting what you want, bro. You gotta ask yourself what you want. Another thing, man. First off, we got 21 people in here, man. Shout out to y'all, man. If y'all in here, man, let's get a like, man. You know, you watch me. Let's like the video, bro. It's free. The double tap, man. It's free. You know what I mean? It's super free. Appreciate you with the like, man. But listen, if you guys are on here, man, if you have a question, man, what's Chopper Game, you got a question, put it in the comment section, man. I want to help as many people as I can for these next 10 minutes, bro. So you got a question, put it on there, man. But listen, if you are someone that's quote unquote introverted, if you're someone that's like, you're not the best socially, get a sales job, bro. If you're super young, bro, get a sales job. A sales job is going to change your entire life, bro. I promise you, bro. You ain't got to do it forever, bro. You can make some good money. Yo, Ethan, what's going on, fam? Listen, bro, we got to get on live together, bro. We got to get on, man. But listen, you guys have any questions? Let me know, bro. I want to help as many people. I helped the guy yesterday. You know what I'm saying? He's like, how should I take off? Should I cut off friends that are jealous? Absolutely. Why would I want to be around someone that's jealous of me? Why would I want to be around someone that don't like me? It says in the Bible, bro, listen, I know a lot of people don't believe in God in the Bible, bro, but listen, there's so much wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in the Bible, bro. It says in Matthew 7. I think it says, I'm not sure what verse. I know it says in Matthew. It says in Matthew 7, do unto others as I want others do unto me. So why am I going to be jealous? Why am I going to be envious? Why am I going to be disrespectful? Why am I going to talk bad about somebody? Why? Because when you do that, it's just going to come right back to you, bro. Life is a mirror, not a window. Life is a mirror, not a window. But, man, so listen. I appreciate you guys liking the video. I appreciate you guys liking the live, man. But, listen, you guys have any questions, man, let's get in here, man. Let's drop a good question, man. I really want to chop some game, man. If you got a question, tap in, bro. I'm in that mode right now, bro. Yesterday, had one good question, bro. I was talking for like 5 minutes on just that one question. Appreciate you liking this up. Appreciate you getting the likes up, man. I got 4 people in here, man. Let's drop a question, man. But yeah, man. You say you wise, man. Listen, I strive to be wise, man. Every day, man, I try to find some form of wisdom, bro, whether it's from the Bible, from someone that I think is a wise person. You get wisdom from other people's experience, but you also get wisdom from your life too, from certain situations, man. So I appreciate you saying the wise, man. If you got a question, man, you want me to expound on something, but let me know. Just drop it, bro. It can be about anything, bro. My page is about the elevation of the man. I was just thinking about, how in America, bro, like, it's like the value of the man is decreasing. It's like a lot of people try to like downplay the value of a man, bro. There's so much value in being a man. There's so much value in being a man, bro. When there's a man present, bro, just shit is just in more order, bro. Shit is more structured, more organized when a man is in the presence. So there's so much value in being a man, bro. If you got any questions, bro, listen, I want to help as many people as I can, bro. I want to help some people today, bro. If you got a question, bro, it's about working out, bro, because I am a trainer, online fitness trainer and a fitness trainer, bro. Drop a question if you got a question about just, relationship stuff, self-improvement, bro. Like, drop a question, man. I want to really go deep tonight, bro. But listen, yeah, rejection is not that deep, bro. It's not really personal a lot of times, bro. Another thing too, rejection is protection too, bro. Goes back to the word, bro. Psalms 91. God's my refuge, my fortress, bro. So there's things, bro. You might be wanting a situation. What's come up with this scenario? You might be wanting to get with this one, right? You might be wanting to get with this girl. She constantly telling me, whole time you don't know this girl be in the streets. This girl has an STD. This girl, steals from dudes. She sets up dudes and she robs them. But God protecting you, bro. Great info, my guy. Ways to improve on having tough conversations, such as business conversation. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm glad you asked this, bro, because this is something, bro, that I honestly struggle with. There's a book called Good Boundaries and Good Goodbyes, right? So one thing I got from this book, bro, is it really changed my perspective on it. Say what you mean what you say, just don't say it mean. So honestly, bro, it's not really what you say, it's how you say it. And this is something I learned in sales too. This is why I say, if you get a sales job. Now, make sure that shit's based though. But sales just taught me, bro, like, it's not really what you say, it's how you say it, bro. So, if you want to have that tough conversation, understand you want to come from a place of love, and you want to come from a place of love and concern. You want it to come from a place of love and concern. So if my woman is she does something like, let's say she cursed at me, right? Instead of me saying, bitch, why are you cussing at me? Bitch, don't fucking cuss at me. I'm not gonna curse back at her, because at the end of the day, I want to make sure I'm keeping my cool, keep it calm and collected. I'm gonna say, hey, I don't like that. I'm gonna say it in a certain tone. I'm also might change the verbiage, but I'm gonna say it in a certain tone where he's like, oh damn. Now I feel bad. Now I shouldn't really be doing this. I really shouldn't be talking to him like that. But it just comes down to saying what you mean what you say, just don't say it mean. I thought for the longest I had to cuss you out, I had to be angry, but no, you just come from a cool, calm, collected place. I'm a big spiritual guy, so I pray before I have a conversation. I pray about it. I rehearse, hey, what are some things I want to say before I get there. Sometimes it might have to be on the spot. Sometimes it might have to be a situation where it's on the spot. But for the most part, you're gonna have to have the tough. When you have to have a tough conversation, you can pretty much plan it. Okay, I need to say this. I need to address this. Write it out. You know what I'm saying? Write it out. One thing I learned from women, bro. Women write everything in their notes. Women write everything in their notes, bro. So like, when it comes to shit like this, write it out how you want to do it. Of course, you're not gonna say it word for word, but you just want to look at it. Be like, okay, I need to address these things, but I say it in a way where, ask questions too. Ask questions. That's another thing too. Ask questions. Open-ended questions that get the person to expound on whatever the situation is. But gotcha, that helps. Control your emotions. Watch your tone. Watch your delivery. That's the biggest thing, bro. Is the tone and delivery. It's never about what you say. It's really how you say it. That's really the thing I learned in sales. So like when you want to make the close. Anybody can have a closing statement, but it's how the closing statement is being said. You know, are you saying the shit? Yes. So all you gotta do is just sign right here, or are you saying it like, and listen, bro, it's super simple, bro. All we do is set you up. All we do is book the appointment today, and we set you up totally for free. And what day works best for you? Which one sounds more confident? Which one sounds more cool and calm? Which one sounds nervous as hell? You talking fast. I'm from Florida, so I naturally talk fast, but like, you know, you're talking hella fast. You're not making eye contact. You know, you look nervous. You know, you just don't feel good about yourself. So the person that's going to convert is the second one. The one like, yeah, man, listen, bro, it's super simple. All we do is set you up an appointment day, super hassle free, and we take care of you so free. What day will work best? Cool, calm, confident, indifferent. But remember, if you don't take anything from this live, damn, get some water real quick. You don't take anything from this live. Say what you mean what you say. Just don't say it mean. You know what I mean? You don't have to get disrespectful. But shout out to you, man, for asking that question. Whatever conversation you gotta have, bro, I hope it goes well. Let's get some more questions in. I got a few more minutes, man. I'm about to go grocery shopping. I'm about to go to Aldi's, get some grocery hauls, man. Listen, down 5 pounds now. Trying to cut down about 15, possibly 20 more pounds before the end of the year. You know, it's definitely possible. You know what I mean? I know how to do it. It's just a matter of getting that shit done. It's all about the choices you make, the food choices. You know, we all know how to work out. We all know how to work out. We all know how to do cardio. We all know how to eat too. It's just a matter of executing. All right. Appreciate you asking another question, bro. Let's get the likes up. What are your thoughts on mindfulness meditation? I do it almost every day, right? You know, there's so many forms of meditation. I'm gonna give you guys this app. It's called Insight Timer, and it's a guided meditation. You know what I mean? They have different ones, you know, manifesting money, you know, opening up your chakras, you know, just simply meditating, you know, by itself, you know. But there's so many different types of meditation exercise they have on the app, and it's totally free. Definitely tap into that. I love meditating, bro. Meditating just put me in a different mode, you know what I mean? Especially like when I'm like a little anxious about things, you know, I definitely like get off my phone, disconnect, and just meditate, sit still. I definitely recommend it, bro. You know, it actually helps with mental health as well. You know what I mean? There's different studies to show that too. So get your meditation on, bro. Meditation is good, man. What other question y'all boys got, man? Let's go deep. Let's go deep. I got about a few more minutes, man, before I go in the store. But shout out to everybody that's been on the live, that's on the live right now, man. Shout out to everybody that hopped on. Let's get the likes up though. You know what I mean? Also, listen, man, I got a free private community. It's called Ascension University. Ascension. What does it mean to ascend? It means to elevate. It means to raise to a higher standard. I made the Ascension University community. It's on school. The link is on my page. I'm gonna put the link in the description as well. Great community. You know what I mean? I got tons of courses. I got free courses and also I paid courses for shit that's deeper. You know what I mean? Fitness, relationship, and self-improvement things. So get in the group chat. It's totally free for the moment. You know what I mean? If you get in probably a year later, bro, that shit's gonna be paid by then because there's gonna be so many people in there. But it's free. You know, once you join today, it's totally free. You're not gonna have to pay anything. Just join it, get some daily game, and get access to my courses, man. What other question y'all boys got though? You know what I mean? Just wanted to put that disclaimer out there in case you happen to give a fuck. Okay, so say it nice and respectful. Yeah, man, just say it respectful, bro. You know what I mean? And if a person's still trying to go back and forth with you, bro, just go ahead and cut the loss, cut the string, bro. Just go ahead and cut the string, bro. If they trying to get you out of character, bro, that's not a person you need to be around, bro. So, yeah, let's get some more questions in here, bro. I know y'all got some more questions, bro. Let's go deep. Fitness, relationship, dating. How y'all boys feel about the Ayesha Curry and Steph Curry situation, man? You know, I personally think that, like, I don't know. I just feel like this is why it's very important to, you know, truly be with someone that really, really wants to be with you. You know what I mean? This shit has to be reciprocal, bro. You know, relationships are value exchange, bro. The moment you get with a girl that don't like you like that, bro, you're literally setting yourself up for failure. That relationship will never succeed. Now, if you like being with women that don't really like you like that, by all means, but you can't complain when you don't get the results. What about relationships? Relationships are a value exchange. That means you're exchanging value. You know, a lot of times, a lot of men, if we're really being honest, they're not even in relationships, bro. They're really in a sponsorship situation where they're sponsoring the person's lifestyle. They're sponsoring, you know, they're doing all this and all that, and they're only getting a little bit in return, breadcrumbs. But it's very important to truly like a woman that likes you, bro. You know what I mean? I think a lot of dudes do experience that, but they self-sabotage it because they think, oh, if it comes that easy, that means that, you know, she might be doing that for everybody. No, women don't do it for every single person, bro. If that was the case, dudes would not be online complaining about women. They wouldn't be online saying how they can't get a date. Fucking dude on Tinder said he matched with him. I think it was like a lot of Tinder matches, and none of them. He was on Tinder, like he swiped up on a lot of shit and didn't get no matches. That ain't a woman problem. That's a self-image problem. That's a you problem, bro. But yeah, man, we got a few more minutes, man. Let's get some more. Let's get some more questions in here, bro. We can get some more questions in here, bro. You know, I definitely got some game. But yeah, man, relationships are a value exchange, bro. We should be exchanging value, bro. Each person should be getting something out of a relationship. Now, another thing too with relationships, it is not your job to make a woman happy, fam. It's not your job to make a woman happy. It is your job to make you happy, fam. Something I failed to do in the past is not try to make myself happy. I was focusing on outside factors. I was so focused on outside factors to make myself happy. And the thing about it, happiness comes from within because it's a choice that you make, and that's something that comes from within, not without. A woman can't fulfill you. You must fulfill yourself. But happiness is a choice, and it's not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility to try to make a woman happy. Because as soon as you feel like you gotta make a woman happy, you're gonna be doing all kind of things. And think about it, bro. Like, just imagine you're trying to do all these gestures things, bro. I'm not saying, listen, bro, you got a woman in your life, bro. Do nice things for her, you know, romance, you know, do great things for her. Take her out the place, you know, get her flowers, do all those things, right? Know her likes, know her dislikes. You need to know all these things, right? But at the end of the day, that woman you can be doing all these things for the woman, and she still won't be happy. And when you do all these things for a woman, and she's still not happy, bro, that's out of your hand, bro. She's not happy with herself. This is why you want to get a woman that's already happy, that's already has her own shit. Because when she has her own shit, where she's already happy, anything you do is extra. You feel me? But happiness is a choice. Happiness is a choice. All right. What books do I recommend, bro? It depends what your It truly depends on what you're like, what area. If you're trying to get a good book, right now I'm reading this. It's called Psycho-Cybernetics. It's about like self-image. You know what I mean? Seeing yourself in the most highest version of yourself. It's a pretty good book. But one of two of my favorite books I've read, and this is for somebody that's trying to like be better with like, I think you asked, this is a great book for you, bro. You asked about how to have the tough conversations. I actually learned it from this book. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Awesome book. Simple read. You can read it within 2 weeks, depending on how much you read. But super great book, super informative, and just puts light onto it. Like, damn, like, it's really that simple. But How to Win Friends and Influence People. And then my number one book is The Way of the Superior Man. There's just so much information in that book. The thing about That Way of the Superior Man, I've read this book at multiple stages of my life. I read it when I was 18. I read it when I was 21. I read it when I was 25. And I read it right after I got out of my breakup with my ex-girlfriend last year. And it's like I got different downloads each time. But those are great books. Those are my two. I'm gonna give you those two. Now, I'm gonna take one more question. I got 2 minutes, man. I'm gonna give y'all some game. I got 2 more minutes, but I'm gonna get off at the 22-minute mark. I'm gonna take one more question. But yeah, man, The Way of the Superior Man and How to Win Friends and Influence People. 2 great books. Highly recommended. And if anything, bro, you can always listen to the audiobooks on YouTube or if you have Spotify, bro. But those are 2 great books I recommend. And then of course the Psycho-Cybernetics book. It's a great book as well. I'm gonna take one more question, bro. I'm gonna get off in about 1 minute and like 30 seconds, a minute and a half. One more question, bro. Appreciate y'all boys asking questions, man. I love that. I don't like just being in the room and people just staring at me and they ain't asking no questions. They just lurking. I think that's super weird, honestly. Yeah, man, your boy ain't trying, your boy's cutting. What is better, working out or meditation? Do both. Both is very beneficial. If I could only do one for the rest of my life, of course I'm gonna choose working out, but do both. You know what I mean? And meditation don't have to be long. You don't have to be meditating forever. It can be, you can meditate for literally 1 minute, but of course I prefer 5 to 10 minutes. Of course, you can always go longer, but 5 to 10 minutes for me, that's perfect. Not too long, it's not too short. It's just the right amount. But working out, shit, we're really being honest, bro. Working out is a form of meditation. You got your headphones in, you're locked in, you're making sweet love to the muscles, getting that mind-muscle connection. So working out is literally your form of meditation. So good question though. But listen, guys, I appreciate y'all boys hopping on. May go live again. Listen, if you have any questions, I need you guys to get in I want you guys to get in the Ascension University community. It's a great community. Tons of courses, tons of fitness courses, relationship courses, and self-improvement. It's a free private community, bro. Tap in. Link is in the description. Link is also on my YouTube page, man. Deuces.